La la la. Gameplay video. It's Leah, and it's pre-release day of Strixhaven. I took a guess at an arena code and got it right that you could just enter play Strixhaven and it will give you some free packs on arena. So we're gonna open them up and see what kind of cards we get, and if we can maybe make a deck and try playing a few of the new cards. Okay. I was thinking we might try to make a brawl deck if we got a legendary creature, and it looks like we're going to get an opportunity to try that, except I don't know if it's going to be allowed yet in the brawl format, or if that even still runs on Wednesday, or guess we'll find out. So we've got one option. Ooh, two options. This looks like more fun than that Boros one. Always feel a special place whenever I want to play some commander or EDH that it should be played with Elder Dragons. Right, so that's what we got to work with, and we're going to try to use as many of these Strixhaven cards as we can. We're just going to jam everything that matches our colors under our Elder Dragon, I think, and see how it turns out. Alright, so we made a deck. Is it a good deck? That's probably fairly questionable. Does it have Strixhaven cards in it? Yes, it does. I spent some of the account gold, bought 3 extra packs to get a bump up in variety of random Strixhaven cards. I'm a person who learns by doing, so Arena has the benefits of learning by doing. I just click on the card, throw it out into the battlefield, and find out what it does, usually the hard way. So we're going to hop into maybe a game or two and see how well that actually works out for me. Alright, game one, I might have to move myself around a little bit. We'll see how it goes. This is probably not a great hand, so we're just going to free mulligan and see if we can get some more interesting cards. Interesting, yes. Castable, not great. So I guess we'll see how it goes. Wait for our opponent a minute. I'm going to put myself up in this corner, I think. Just going to jump me right up there. Yeah. Keep it even if it's not great. Oh, I should put sleeves on my deck. Oh well. We are facing Valky. Let's start playing cards. So here's a new card. I don't think that's gaining us any more than this Pillbug is. This is my favorite Aquaria card. So we're going to play this one. Then we'll play the wall if we don't draw anything else. Wall it is. Hit you with my Pillbug because it's there and you're open. Be a land. A land would be good. An untapped land would be best. That is not. I can blow up a Mono Rock. Well, if I can't speed up, I guess we're going to slow my opponent down. Fine. Making the stack bigger. Look at that. Oh, my luck. Okay, land. We're gonna start doing things again. Like we're gonna find more land. Yes. Oh, land is good. It's a 5/5. I don't have any instant or sorceries in my hand. This does not seem like the most impactful magecraft ability I could imagine, though. Get our coil book back. Mm-hmm. Take away my thing, take away your thing. Why not? Mm. So, is there anything I can do about this Tybalt at this point, or can it exile everything I can play? Huh. I can activate this ability without it being on a creature. That's actually pretty cool to think about. So we have learned something. Learning is good. I suspect if I actually had any form of a decent deck, this game may have been a lot more difficult for my opponent here. Or at least some form of a challenge. There, pull it back again. So it's 7 mana for a 2/2. That's what makes him the best. This seems big and cool. If I'm not dead, we're playing our commander. We're assuming I'm going to be dead. What you should do is just exile that. And then kill me with these 2/6/6s. So there is a board wipe card in here that would have been an interesting draw. We're going to do what we said we were going to do, though. Just play my commander. No, we don't want to pay 10 life to untap the lands. Either way is basically death. So our opponent's side of the board is what our side of the board was meant to look like. So I guess we can kind of see our deck play out. Except the way I would have played it, I would be dead by now. Rather like our opponent does not know how the combat stuff works. We teach our opponent. This is how combat works. Because if they continue to fail to kill me, I do have a board wipe in this deck. They should have taken this game a long time ago. That's why Massacre Worm was in our deck. So that was long. I'm gonna cut and consider filming another, and we'll see how many games I actually put on this gameplay video. Okay, gonna try to make one more video with the Witherbloom deck. It's not wonderfully built, but maybe if we can get something to stick to the board, it could do really cool things. I'm not much of a brawl player. I definitely play enough commander, but brawl with this one-on-one has a lot more control going on in it than I am really used to. So that was some of the cool interaction that I think we were looking for in game one. I feel good so far. I did things. My opponent has given me more things to do. So let's make our favorite coil bug. And we're gonna make some other cool stuff. They gave me a whole bunch of sacrificial goats, so let's sacrifice them. There's thinking time happening. Oh, I liked that creature. I've known him a whole minute, maybe. Okay. So now we have options. Conrad and just keep sacrificing stuff to the troll, which is probably the correct option right now. Can sacrifice the pillbug. I am so sorry, pillbug, but I think that's gonna happen, and we pick him back out of the graveyard and maybe sacrifice him again. They'll all make Conrad triggers. Alright, looks like we're going to have enough land in a minute to play our commander. So we're just going to make some more Conrad triggers. Maybe I should have swung with Conrad that turn. They might have blocked if I'd swung with two things. It's really hard to guess. Our opponent's probably hurting on mana just a little bit, I'd imagine. So I ordered a mic on Amazon, so in a couple days you guys will actually be able to hear me a lot better, depending on if the mic works. Super cheap mic. We'll find out. $7 camera is doing the filming, so maybe a super cheap mic will be okay too. So now, I think we're just going to have to let them have the troll this time. We'll start making pest tokens and then we'll have something to sack to it again. Unless they've realized they need a blocker. No attacks right there. Is this worth 10 life to play a bunch more cards? When else am I going to get to try this out? Look at that. It's like a second untap phase. We can make all kinds of sweet things. I'd feel pretty comfortable about this board. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish, but sadness. Forgot that rule was a change. Conrad's already broken, but he'd be even more broken if I gained a life every time this happened too. Well, when in doubt, we're going to go to, I think, Plan A from the first video. I guess we're not doing that. Oh, we could still do it. I can still get him out and maybe play him. Okay, land is good right now. Can't play our commander. We can demonically embrace something. Normally I like to embrace the coil bug, but I think we're gonna take one moment and get rid of the Chandra here. That was getting a little scary. Kind of imagine this like we can imagine Conrad is maybe on a Pegasus now. Because if the wings were on him, he would have to have a lot of leg strength to lift this horse. So it's been a little bit since we've thought about it, but we still have. Do we still have Volcranos in here? No, we don't. I am thinking of a different game. That is unfortunate. Because now would be the opportune moment. Yeah, here. Oh, vigilance is good. Oh, I don't have a card to discard. Now I have a card. Make our opponent choose Birdie or Tybalt. Oh, that must be my forest. Well, we have a card. It's not going to do much. I don't know why our opponent's thinking about it. Okay. Did this card not go to my hand? I must have missed something. Well, it's recorded. I'll find out what it is I missed. Put it back in my hand again. If this opponent is any kind of better than our last opponent, they should actually kill me this turn instead of taking 5 or 6 extra turns to figure it out. Let's find out. Okay, well, they're at least a better opponent. So, did I learn anything about these cards? I maybe learned a couple of things throughout these gameplays. I did learn a little bit about some of the Witherbloom cards, and I learned that I do not particularly like Tibalt in Brawl.